Lee Haney and Kai Greene, two legitimate legends in our sport, our game of bodybuilding. Two legends for sure. And what a comparison this is. This is a fan request, of course, from you guys. You guys never cease to amaze me. And you should get used to me saying with all due respect, because I'll probably say that one a lot in this one. Because there's not too many bodybuilders that I respect more. There's probably a few that I respect as much as these guys, but not too many. Not too many, if at all, that I respect more than Lee Haney and Kai Greene. Let's go through the shots, keeping in mind I'll be using a couple of different versions for Lee Haney. Unfortunately, guys, it was the 80s. Video footage, or the picture footage, not the best. Not the best. This is 87. 91 was good too. Kai Greene, we're going to go with 2012. It was probably his best. It was his leanest. There's no doubt in my mind. Most of you guys would rather look like Lee Haney. Midsection, physique, he looks awesome. But in a bodybuilding competition, arms are going to be a deciding factor. That and the wheels, I mean, come on. It's two different athletes all together. And here's the first one, with all due respect to Lee Haney. But those arms look small in comparison. But one thing that does not look small are those Lee Haney legendary lats. Let's have a look at those lats in the front lat spread. I mean, this is maybe the best front lat spread of all time. Could be two of the best front lat spreads of all time. Of course, you gotta mention Dorian Yates. They are Dorian-esque, but I do remember Dorian Yates standing next to Lee Haney, and structurally speaking, this guy is a house. Not too many as big as Lee Haney in that sense. Obviously, his weight was never tremendous. Kai Greene, probably heavier on a much shorter man. But, I mean, realistically, guys, who do you think's beating who in the upper body? Kai Greene does not suck in this shot. Keep that in mind. Wheelbase, I mean, come on, guys. It's a different ball game altogether. Here's the side chest, and this is probably one of my favorite versions of Lee Haney. He was exploded in size. I think it's 85. Could be 88. I think it's 85. I don't know. It's a big conglomeration of different pictures here and there. Not too many years. Maybe 91 has all of the mandatory shots, but even those are tilted, thosely. Kai Greene, his arm again. It's boys versus men. Midsection, though, there could be an argument. There could be a definite argument. Now, again, the wheels of Kai Greene, probably the most complete, best legs in the history of bodybuilding. Maybe Branch Warren. Side tricep. And this is, of course, one of those matchups. Plenty of decades in between these guys. Obviously, Lee Haney competed in the 80s. Kai Greene, after the 2010s, he was there in 09. He was there in 09. Probably getting a victory, the only victory he ever got over Phil Heath that year. But we're not talking about that, are we? Look at that physique on Lee Haney. Look at the physique. Kai Greene, you could see a bit of a midsection in the side chest, but side tricep looks pretty gosh darn good. Obviously not as good as Lee Haney's. Now that's a washboard set of abs. Tremendous, tremendous. Wheels, of course. Go to the back. Now this rear lat spread, it's not bad for Lee Haney, but then you can put that one on top of it. It's the exact same footage, guys. Just a clear shot. Just use the other picture in the background for sizing. But anyway. If the evolution was the back and the wheels, which I often say, back, you cannot see any evolution here. But the back of the wheels, I mean, this is a different creature. This is not even a human being for Kai Greene. It's a big pile of saddlebag muscles. Look at that. It looks like a big squished raisin. That big hamstring. Big squished raisin. A big one, mind you. Now, if you're going to go on aesthetics, Lee Haney, He's your man, but if you're going to go on serious bodybuilding judging, obviously. Now, the rear double bicep, and for those of you who are thinking, but Mark's Max Muscle, this is not fair. Lee is from the 80s. Yes, of course, they had different stackolas, they had different, you know, things of that nature that they were taking. Not only that, but the criteria, the glutes, they wouldn't even speak about the glutes, let alone train for them. Or the way they display their legs, the training, the criteria of big wheels. Lee Haney's time, they said, geez, he's like Arnold with better legs. Arnold with better legs. So he did have good legs for his time. And keeping that in mind, his back is better. He has bigger, thicker lat insertions than Kai Greene. So for his time, yeah, he was better than Kai Greene was for his time. In that sense. Here's the abs and thigh. Because if Kai Greene was as good as Lee Haney was for his time, he'd have a few Sandows for his efforts, and obviously he doesn't have none. This is a funny shot here, because I think Kai actually might even look a little bit better. I always liked the Kai Greene abs and thigh. He's a big beast of a man, but he has a tremendous abs and thigh. Isn't that funny? Cute. But as you go into the most muscular, you can see Kai Greene. Yeah, he's a big beast of a man. He's got a good abs and thigh, and his most muscular, not the best. Very similar the way they're hitting this. Look at the amount of muscle that guy has on Lee on the wheels. Incredible. And if you look at arm for arm, the actual size difference, boys versus men, but trust me, here's the crab position. Trust me, Lee Haney, he's all man. Very baritone. But anyway, guys, this is maybe the weaker shot for both guys. I like Lee a lot better than Kai Greene in certain shots. The physique, the structure, it's just those muscle bellies, the condition of the back shots. It would be obvious who would win this one, guys. But there's no such thing as a DeLorean. There's no such thing. And if you were going to do a time machine, you'd have to bring Kai Greene back to like the 60s or whenever Lee Haney was born. You'd have to bring him back as a baby Kai Greene. So he would have the exact same training, the same need for leg size, things of that nature. That'd be the only way he could do it. Kai Greene was a physical specimen too. Au naturel for a while, I heard. Up to you to believe. But yeah, Lee Haney, for his time, he was better than Kai Greene was for his time. But yeah, Kai Greene wins this one, guys. There's no comparison. It's like a car from the 1981 versus a car from like 2010. Obviously, the new advanced car is going to be faster. Hit thumbs up, guys. You know what I'm saying. Have a good one.